on that beat, ho.
Hey, everybody. This is Krewella DeVille of React Radio.
And Kaizen Krewella, React Radio. How y'all doing?
Hey. And today we're going to just talk about our experiences with the black businesses that we've interviewed so far. And, give you guys a little insight on what we think about the experience.
Yes, like I said, we have interviewed a few people with black businesses and everything, as far as from youth football to community cleanups, financial literacy, health, custom with card paintings, martial arts. Mm-hmm. We also did a few others, like I said, community and everything. Everything is all community based and working within the community.
Right, clothing,
jewelry, yeah.
Even down to getting the car clean. So We've covered a lot of businesses and a lot of ventures. And I'm going to ask you, what do you think the common theme has been with all of the black businesses that we've encountered and interviewed?
The common theme, I believe, would have to be customer service and customer appreciation.
I agree.
For example, Mr. Anthony Davis, also known as Foots with Pampered Auto.
Right.
He has, the Pampered Auto detail shop. And one of his services is they will actually come to your job or your residence or wherever you at. They will pick up your car, take it back, detail your car and everything free of charge. So,
which is a great savings.
That's a great savings. This is the case. Like I said, you might be out running errands, or like I said, you could be at work or taking care of business, or you might not have the time to get it done. So you can, or
right, you just don't have to sit there and wait until your car is done.
Yeah, and then like I said, they come back, pick it up, detail it, and they bring it back too. You could be sick and be like, my car done, but I don't feel like leaving the house or this and that. Whatever the case may be, that service is offered and it's free of charge.
Yeah, I mean, statistics show that customer service does drive business revenue. So that's something that you have to be conscious of when you have a business. You have to make sure that your customer service is on point.
Yes. And also, say like another example would be Mr. Thomas Smith at Urban Apparel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's going to make sure you come in there. If you tell him what type of event you're going to, he has great style or taste where he's going to have, get you together. Also, he's going to be able to, send you somewhere to get you, your suit, your jacket tailored, or whatever and all that stuff. So, like I said, customer service is great to have, and make sure the customer is always appreciated.
Yeah, and why should blacks patronize or shop with other blacks?
It's all about unity, and unity in the community and economic growth, and making sure we keep the dollar within our own community
and circulating
the dollar
as
much as possible. You know what I'm saying? It should be able to touch at least 5 different businesses, 10 to 15 businesses before it leaves outside our community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that will help. You know what I'm saying, with the growth of the of black businesses. You know what I'm saying? It will help the community, the neighborhood, the county, the city. And everything. That way we ain't got to come up with all these different millages and these different taxes to get things done, because we have our own money.
And we can pool that.
Yeah, circulating within the community, like a co-op, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like circulating within our own community.
And ultimately, that's what we need to get to, because Broadway and Peck should be lit up with different stores.
Yes.
Those properties are really cheap.
And they are available.
And they're available. And we just need some people who are about their business and have that business plan, go in there and get those shops and get those businesses to running, because it's a lot of talent throughout the city.
Yes, it is.
It's a whole lot of talent throughout the city, and we need that to be showcased more. Which leads to the next question.
Okay.
Should black business owners and black business establishments be held to the same standards as white business owners and white business establishments? in terms of quality and all of that? Price?
I believe so, but at the same time, it's like we have to get out of that crab in the barrel mentality, that jealousy, that envious thing. You know what I mean? People are hateful and don't want to see the next person grow. People say it all the time, you know, I support you and I want to see you grow and everything, but at the end of the day, there's no results, so that's just talking. There's no action behind it. So
right.
I believe we should hold the oppressor, or, you know, the white community, you know what I'm saying, standards a little higher, because at the end of the day, they expect our standards to be higher. When we come in there and shopping with them, their prices is overpriced.
Right.
And then here it is, you know, like, we shopping with them, helping them get money, and they're sending their kids to college based off money that they're getting from us.
From our community.
From our community. And here it is, as a community, we got to rely on a sports scholarship for our kids to go to college. Not education, or we being able to pay for our own kids to go to college. We actually relying on sports.
Right.
And I just believe, like, if we can just come together with the same game plan and get out that mentality of the next man doing better than me, because at the end of the day, I feel like if somebody's doing better than me, I'm going to reach out to you and I'm going to, you know, get some advice on how can I get to the next level, you know what I'm saying? Instead of me sitting there looking at you with a crooked smile or plotting on, like, well, I'm mad because you're doing better than me, or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I want to grow too, and I want to work with you. I want to collaborate and network.
But what about the opposite side of it? Because there's two sides to that. Let's say I patronize you, black or white. I'm patronizing you. Should not your quality of goods still be held to a standard?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because what if I get something that's too big or too small? Can I return that with no problem?
With no problem, yeah. Because, you know, it's all about making sure that the customer is satisfied. That's when we go back to the customer appreciation and customer service. You know what I mean? You have to make sure your customers are satisfied with your product, whatever you're selling.
And I say that to say, you know, don't duck me if you know that I'm trying to get in contact with you because I have something that I bought from you and you know that I'm telling you something's going on. That's not good business practice at all, period. If you sell something or a service or a product, you should stand behind that product or service.
That's your brand. You have to stand behind your brand.
And it bounces right back to the customer service element, because you have to have it. Every business has to have some sort of customer service plan in play in order to keep their customers coming back. That's where the appreciation comes.
Black people just got to stop with that trying to get over on people too, man.
Yeah,
and then,
that too.
And at the same time, it's not even about trying to get over, because that's a stereotype. And I feel bad even saying it about my own people, but in reality, it is what it is. It's the truth.
And another thing,
constructive criticism.
It's the competition thing.
Yeah.
With our market is very unique, because Muskegon and Muskegon Heights lacks a lot of things. There's really no need to have a crab mentality. You see the next man doing something similar to what you're doing, why get mad?
Why not collaborate?
Why not try to collaborate, cheer that person on, cross-promote?
Yeah.
Those things actually strengthen your effort.
Yeah, bounce ideas back and forth.
Exactly. You know, no stealing, you know, no taking ideas and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that everything is, as Chap would say, copacetic. You know, on a up and up level, so that we can bring those businesses back and we can have that partnership. Because I noticed one thing down there on 3rd Street is those businesses, they kind of work together. Yeah, they do. They got like a little, don't they have some sort of organization or something?
They have a committee. I used to be on the 3rd Street committee when they first started that, and that was back in, I want to say, 2013, when they first started that 3rd Street committee, when they was trying to, you know what I'm saying, work with the blight on 3rd Street, and the whole purpose behind that was to make it a better, to make the visual, you know what I'm saying, better coming up 3rd Street, because, you know, 3rd Street is the main street you take, well, one of the main streets you take to get to downtown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To get to the Hackley Park, get to the library, and get to Clay and Webster, and Western and all that stuff. So they was trying to work on the blight and the beautification of the neighborhood based on 3rd Street.
Right.
And now they have a project going on where they done moved over, and now they working on 4th Street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Working on 4th Street within the neighborhood. So it's taking time, but they making progress, you know, so.
Well, you also told me a story about a particular business owner of color who was in that area too.
Yes.
And that particular owner didn't want to be associated with that organization and didn't participate.
Yeah, and they got him. I'm not gonna put his business out there, but
we're not naming names.
I'm not naming names,
nothing like that.
When I was on the board, I was trying to get this specific person. Like, bro, listen, man. You know, they got me out here, you know what I'm saying, doing this little community service or whatnot, you know what I'm saying. Everybody coming to the meetings and everything in this little business district, except you. They thinking you acting funny, man, you know. Come on board. I said, you ain't even got to come say nothing. This is your presence. Just come introduce yourself. He was like, man, no, I ain't dealing with them white folks, this and that, woo woo. Next thing you know, something happened. Feds ran up in the spot, and they got him up out of there.
Sad.
ASAP. They got him up out of there quick, fast, and hurry. And then it's crazy because he was going through the charges and all that stuff. And I ended up seeing him a couple months after that. And he was like, you know what, little bro, I wish I would have listened to you, man. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have listened to you. He was like, I didn't know it was that serious. I'm like, yeah, man, they got things going. And not look at it. That was back in 2013. Here it is, 2017. Now they got the campaign going on with Watch Us Go, Watch Muskegon Go.
Yep, and then, you know, they built those houses
down
off of that.
I was trying to tell them, like, listen, they got some things going on in this Nelson neighborhood right now. They trying to make some big things pop, man. So, they mentality, either what Suge Knight say, either you gonna be down with Death Row, or you down with us, or you against us. So, they got him up out of there quick.
But
he bounced back, though.
The thing behind that, though, is the committee still he didn't see the beauty of being on that committee.
No, he didn't, because he could have got grant money, all kind of stuff. He could have got renovation.
Sometimes you got to play ball.
Yeah, it's chess, man.
And make those alliances, form those alliances with people. Put a lot of your pride to the side, and that's another thing with that mentality that we have. We got to break past that, because the city of Muskegon Heights could be lit up if we got past that and had these. And there are committees that are going on right now. Mm-hmm. Mr. Thomas told us about that.
What's that? The DD?
The DDA.
Yeah,
DDA. Yep. So
Downtown Development Association, and that's downtown Muskegon Heights, right here in the district of Broadway, between Baker and Peck, I believe. Mm-hmm. It's considered downtown Muskegon Heights, right here on Broadway. Right.
So if you say you have a business and you have your business plan, you get this shop over here. Mm-hmm. The DDA, is functioning in the Heights. You play ball with them. You see what's going on and how things are going and how you guys can work with each other instead of against each other. Get to know you know what I'm saying? Build a cohesive environment in the business sector, and I bet it would just blossom. Because
plus, I mean to cut you off, but I'm also with downtown with the economic development coordinator is a young African American man, Jonathan Wilson. Mm-hmm. You know, he's willing to work with a lot of us in the Heights and everything and try to get development, because he's doing a lot of development work downtown right now with all these different projects going on. With what they doing out here at the old Cobb's plant. Mm-hmm. They doing right here on Sherman at Mercy. You know what I'm saying? All these little projects they got going on, he's the development coordinator, so he has his hands tied into that. And I know I briefly talked to him a few times at the barbershop and whatnot, seeing him here and there getting our haircuts and whatnot, and I said he's willing to help.
And that's all it takes.
The resources are out here, you know what I'm saying? There's people that's willing to help. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, getting out here and just branding yourself, you know what I'm saying? Standing behind what you believe in and trying to get them business proposals out here and just trying to meet the right people. Because sometimes it's not even what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.